So I grew up in a Christian household with my parents always believing in Jesus Christ and encouraging us to read the scriptures, to be involved with like our faith. But I was always very hesitant in just accepting that God was real. I felt like I knew God was something. I knew it was like a thing and that people go to church, but I was more grounded in like the physical world, like facts and like, oh, like gravity and like that's real, and like I'm sitting on a chair and that's real. But like spirituality I was not as key on, so like I knew of it, but I didn't really believe in it very much. So like my parents always sent us to like Christian camps, and like I always felt like I had like, oh, a spiritual growth there, but then like after that I kind of like lost a lot of it, and it just kind of like was like a cycle of like I believe, and then it's like it's hard for me to believe. But there's just one story that really kind of got me into the doorway of spirituality and like religious beliefs in like Jesus Christ, and that was when I was backpacking with some of my friends, and we were, long story short, we went climbing on this mountain, and we kind of got stuck on the top of the mountain, and the sun was setting, it was getting dark, and we had like little dinky flashlights, and I just remember like constantly just praying like, please, like get my friends down, get me down this mountain safely. And we found this like little channel like that we all shimmied down like one at a time to avoid like people creating a rock avalanche on like making us all fall. So we all like went down like one at a time. We had like checkpoints, so like my friend would be like, oh, like you can come down now. Like I got to the checkpoint, and like I just remember like we're like one at a time we're going down. I'm like, okay, so it took like 20 minutes for him to get from checkpoint A to B, and we have 9 people up there. So if we had 20 times like 9, it's like 180 minutes, like 3 hours. I'm like, and the sun is like at sunset. It's gonna be dark in like 1 hour. And I'm like, we're gonna be like halfway down, and it's gonna be dark, and we have like flashlights. And I was like, please, Lord, like help us, like save us, like just make sure we get down safely. And that was like the one time I really like prayed, like really prayed. Like before I'd like always pray like, oh, thank you for like food, and thank you for like giving me a good family. But like those were like, I don't know, I don't want to like discount them, but they weren't as like genuine as like this prayer. And once we all like kind of got down, and we finally like made it to like a safer spot, and like after like 4 or like 5 hours, I just lost track of time, but like we got back to camp, and I was like so like I just felt so blessed that like all my friends, like we all got to camp safely. None of us were like hurt, like no like scratches, no injuries, no like nothing. And it was like I just felt like it was like the grace of God that we were able to like get down like a mountain like in darkness, and just get back. And then that was like my intro to spirituality. So then after that, Isaiah invited us to like Journey Christian Fellowship, and like we started attending church, and I started going to like the youth house group, and just like growing in my faith in the Lord. And I feel like that this like growth is like really I kind of accelerated too with college. The people like in the college group are really like energetic about like praising and like praying and doing like events and like house church there. And I just feel like God has created all these like little like, you know, you might say like coincidences or like nuances in my life, but all of them are like kind of like building me to be closer to Him. And I feel like when I look back, it's like all these things just kind of like point all like one direction down this road to Jesus Christ. And I feel like for me, I want to continue down this path and just like be closer and closer to Jesus and His like kingdom. And I feel like being like baptized is just like the next step on this journey. And that's what I want to say.